Right now is of course the weekend, and after the price action in the past week, like you said, there are many ways that we can take it. Some are looking at it in a very positive light, some are looking at it not so positively. But this video is intended to look at what may be happening going forwards into the near future. Because whilst a lot of people may be disappointed at things like the fact that we didn't rock it on Friday, or that we didn't get those extra calls on the money, I don't think that means that the game is over. And I know that a lot of people do already know that, but it doesn't mean that we can not highlight the other key things which are going on which people should take note of. Now, as always, this is nothing more than theory, it's not advice, it's just opinion, so do not take it as anything more. And of course, make sure to do your own research, as this is only, a bit of what I believe, and of course a bit of others' theories as well. We're going to dive in and we're going to take a look at some of the key things which I want you guys to know from this week. Now, the first one is going to be looking at the data regarding Ortex. Now, the Ortex data is looking fantastic for this past week. Now, of course, it's coming from JD Ruckus. He posts this basically every day, so massive shout out to the guy. And of course, this is the one from yesterday on the closing bell. Now, he has given a little caption saying that short interest remains locked around the 20 range, despite huge price swings. Loan shares continue to creep to all-time highs, and the current mood is, I hope all apes have an awesome weekend. Sorry, Hedgie, for your late nights, but you can end this. Now, he posts the 2 pages as he always does. We're going to have a look at them one by one, and we will actually start off by the second one. Now, we could of course do what we usually do and read out every single page, but we do have a lot to cover, so I just want to highlight the things which I see as key. And these are of course the figures in the change column. So starting at the bottom this time, we're seeing zero change in the utilization. It's still at 100%. It's been there for a very, very long time. The fact this hasn't changed is very interesting to me, and it shows, of course, whilst Ortex data is not necessarily 100% indicative of what's going on in the whole market, it's just something which I look at and just think, what is going on right there? Now, another thing which is very, very interesting to me is the cost to borrow. Now, this is apparently an increase of 18.78% from the last reported time period. And the other figures which I want to highlight are mainly on the next page. But yeah, we can have a look at the exchange reported SI, which is an increase of plus 3.12 from the previous period. Now we're going to come over to this page and we'll have a look at things which interest me over here. Now, one figure which stood out to me immediately when I was looking over these is down in this column, where we're looking at the cost to borrow figures from the minimum to the maximum, and of course the average. Now, the cost to borrow has dramatically increased. Yes, on the low end, is it still low? Absolutely. On the high end, is it still affordable? Realistically, yes. But 5.84%, it really is getting up there now. It's a figure that we haven't seen for quite some time, from the Ortex figures. So the fact this is increasing is very, very interesting. And of course, the fact that the price is doing the same thing, even more interesting. It does point to a bullish potential for a squeeze, in my opinion, but of course that is just what I believe. Now, again, the cost to borrow average is at 2.7, so still not too high, and the minimum is still at 1.04, but the fact these figures are creeping up is good, in my opinion. Now, the short interest overall, again, as Ortex guy says, still locked around 2021. It's sat around 2071 in this instance, but yeah, it's coming up to that 21% range. But still, really, it's very interesting that the price is doing what it is, and the Ortex figures are doing something completely different. Now, there are 2 other pieces which I want to share with you. And I do want to go on to evaluate both of those at the end. So the user which is called SJRLA posts this. The MACD on the weekly chart has turned green for the first time after 8 months. And the image of this is shown. Yes, we are doing very well on that figure, and that's very nice to see. Now, notably, last time that we had a overwhelmingly green MACD figure, it was back around this period, and we all know what happened around this period, i.e. June. We had that massive rip up. So whilst this doesn't necessarily mean anything yet, and I wouldn't get my hopes up too much, it definitely is a good sign overall, and the fact that it is turning green after such a long period can only be good if you ask me. So whilst I know that many people are looking to the current situation with AMC and highlighting the negatives, such as the fact we are down from the ultimate high of the week. You know, it's things like this which stand out to me. This is a dramatic trend change, it's a dramatic breakout, and things really are not over. The data's looking fantastic. Now, this time guys, I have saved the best until last. It's coming from the user Air905. He posted this 9 hours ago. It says, this is a chart from the 28th of the 5th, and it says, the weekend prior to June the 2nd, of course the run-up, it felt eerily similar to where we are right now. And we will have a look at this chart, and of course, as always, we're not going to read too much into this, because these things, whilst they are fun to look at, whilst they are interesting, obviously they are not necessarily indicative of what's going to happen in the near future. But yeah, the chart does look very interesting indeed. Now, what's going to happen now, of course, nobody knows. But a lot of people are looking at stuff like this and other things that we are seeing with AMC and thinking there is a potential case to say that the algorithms which are possibly controlling AMC, again, all theoretical and alleged, but it is what a lot of people believe. A lot of people believe that the algorithms which are, following AMC are potentially looped, and a lot of people think it is possible that AMC could see a breakout like the June period again. Now, if that was to happen, and again, that is really just a theory, as I said, both here and at the beginning, so don't read too much into it at all. But if we do potentially see that, where are we on this chart? Are we starting from here, or are we actually starting from here? Is this period here? Because if it is, and again, whilst we shouldn't look to this as fact, or something which is 100% possible, if it is, does that mean that the potential to see this takes us much higher than 72? Now again, all theory. However, as I like to say a lot, it never ever hurts to have a look at many opinions, because whilst this may not be the belief of you or me, it is other people's opinions. And again, having a wide range of opinions is key, so do make sure you are continuing to get a wide range of opinions. But I do want to hear what you guys think on this week and also on this theory. You think it could be indicative of where we go next? Do you think a rip is coming for AMC based on the charts and based on the history? Or do you think it is just a very strange coincidence? I really do want to hear it down below, so do make sure you drop a comment if you can. But for now, I will see you later, so I hope you did enjoy, and I'll see you soon. So thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.